The Triumph of Life, Love, and Being. With Peter and Angelina. Preface. This manuscript was first written in prose, and then rendered in poetry, and then transformed back into prose. So it is that the characters often speak in rhyme. There are 2 more books in this series, Ageless Times and The Kiss That Never Dies. Dedication. There is never a minute that I don't think of you, Angeline. I am captivated by your spirit that is pure and good. I am pervaded by the liveliness that is your personality. I am drenched in the passion that gives me your presence everywhere. I want to be with you, near you, holding you, touching you, and talking to you through all your adventures, responsibilities, and troubles. You are a supernova, bursting with life and energy and exploding all around me, in me, and through me. Sparkles and tingles wash over me as your angelic soul inhabits mine. I am energized and alive with the love relationship that we have created. I bask in the sunshine of your caring, goodness, and giving. You are a woman for all seasons, domestic, maternal, friend, and lover. I fly with you above the clouds. We float on the serenity, depth, and passion of our love. Our wings of connectedness lift us higher and higher through the endless skies, for our love is boundless. We are the stars, eternity's love lamps, pulsars whirling about each other, entranced in the dance of love. Your love spreads to all living things. You exude caring and true love all around. Your passion oozes onto and within me. You are life itself. You are love itself, come from heaven to earth in the form of an angel. You lift me, stir me, brighten me, radiating through my mind, heart, soul, body, and spirit. You show me how life is to be lived. We have the super ultimate relationship thanks to you, sweetheart. Love, Peter. The significance of the golden braid of life, love, and being is unveiled through the consummate enjoyment of existence by Peter and Angelina. It spans centuries of spiritual rebirths, for it is a love so strong that it can never die, for it was and is the ultimate relationship. Escaping from a monastery abbey that engulfed itself in the flames of ignorance, such as the one in the book The Name of the Rose, they, our ever-returning couple, salvage a mysterious book of quatrains that guides them through the joys and follies of the human condition as they live out its words, for the proof of all writing is to live it. So close in thought that they need not even be named at first, our couple takes a picaresque journey through the first part of the book to solve the difficulties of life as they are encountered in their travels through the forested countryside. Subsequently, they evolve from their spirits to meet again 100 years later, close to our time, to meet the challenges of the modern world, yet as always remain ever immersed in the lushness of life and love. They appear again, futuristically, in an enlightening glimpse, to tell us where the human race is headed. Furthermore, the secrets of the mind and the universe are revealed, as well as the lore and legends of nature. Every vein in this book is loaded with ore, as Keats recommended to Shelley. And that's how life should be, a constant celebration of all that is good and worthwhile. I leave it to others to instruct via tales of failure. Seeing life as lived well is, I think, a more inspiring and memorable learning experience, for I always favor the positive approach. I write of universals, of those things that endure, of the magic of everyday experience, for the afterlife happens right now. I'm indebted to Angeline for demonstrating with me, in our relationship, that imagination and aspiration can indeed lead to realization, to Percy Shelley for his romantic appreciations and his investigation of all living things, to John Updike for his intricate observations of daily life, to Umberto Eco and Giovanni Boccaccio for their monastical inspiration, to Hal Foster for tales of knighthood, and especially to Omar Khayyam for his knownness of existence, and to the Muses for the inspiration to write my own quatrains, not to mention my own dreams of what life could be. You will sense my tributes to them all. Writings are the summation of all we read, know, live, and dream. When I was young and unlearned, I ran breathless through meadows and forests, fast pursued by the stings of wind and rain. On and on I wandered, wild without rest, searching for a haven from life's dull pain. The storms chased me till I could go no more. I stood helpless, backed up against a door, but fell through it before any harm could reach me, cushioned by all of the dreams supporting me. I had found the library. It was a garden, half as old as time, in which poets and writers could live and write their words in rhyme, while the nightingale created the rose by moonlight magic from their thoughts sublime. The literary scenes unfolded before me, such as music often approaches and surrounds and builds on the vibrance which in one is, to fill all that lives with beautiful sounds and visions. I brushed aside the webs of gossamer, life's rites and rituals, as came to life all that mankind could remember. My quick thoughts fell, condensing into dew, while living dreams unveiled more than I knew. I wandered down memory's path, aglow in the soft beauty that it hath. I saw Johnny Keats kissing Fanny Brawne, as he spoke more than words but less than song, and Byron endowing form with fancy, and Wordsworth penning his thoughts to Lucy, and Shelley, my favorite poet, plumbing the depths of mystery. I read them all. Now they're a part of me. Deeper still I probed, looking in on it, and heard Mrs. Browning reading a sonnet. Poetically I took them all in, even the shadowy Emily Dickinson, my third cousin. So there I rested, near Vassar Library, up against a tree, savoring the feeling of their poetry, in the garden where all the flowers used in Shakespeare's plays grew together in a living bouquet. And there before me, beneath the rose tree, old Khayyam, yet alive through his quatrains, wrote his verse, looking younger than I am, and lived the proof of his philosophy of life, the writing of which was secondary. All this I remember, and much more, but I shall not write as I have before, for living and feeling must come first, and now I've a garden I can't ignore. What of the actual writing process? It is much like nature. The sun fills the waking and breathing world with the fire of imagination. In poetry and romantic prose, the sun is the power behind the mind. The moon, planets, and stars are symbols too, even the weather and the seasons. Sometimes the intellectual beauty is bright, and the ideas gush from the eternal flame, or from the living of life, the only way to fully answer the question of what is life. Sometimes inspiration fails when the shadows of clouds dim the clarity of thought. Then we wait or regroup. Eventually, however, quenchless, boundless, ever bright and burning, the mind's light searches every dark cavern, probing and imagining, its beam alighting upon the earth or high atop cloud mist, and melts, with heat, energy, and desire, the fog of lone reason and pure passion, burning it away and so dissolving it with the love of life, earth, mankind, and star, from which comes adventure, friendship, delight, joy, success, triumph, and lasting gladness throughout the sun's journey into the night, when stars shine on mind, for suns they also are. I so much felt that I was actually there in the book when I was writing it that I forgot it was just a story. The moon fills the sleeping and breathing world with the icy coolness of chaste reason, unaffected by deep burning passions, although sunlit to glow in a wan light. However, reason, unsteady as the variant moon, often does not rise in the night to guide us, but deserts us in our darkest times. We are alone on a black, cloud-bound night. Darkness drains our lives away sometimes, and sickness consumes the spirit. The mantle is heavy lead, and life's last glow seems upon us. Our eyes are as craters gone dim. Death's ebon form seeks us out and covers us with his cloak. Come away with me, we hear as he cools our burning brow. I offer you quiet peace. But then, a sudden strength comes upon us, in our waning crescent wisp. In night's cold shadow we say, unhold the soul, moon reaper, we shall fully shine once more. Such are the cycles of human emotions, else the moon hides in the bright light of day or is lost behind an overcast sky. But moonless nights take us beyond reason when the stars excite us with their lights. Yes, inspiration returns with the stars, 1,000 ideas beckon from afar. Thoughts wink like lightning bugs on the pastures of consciousness. As starlight, they stab the darkness of naught until star-like Venus rises near dawn. The goddess of romantic love and passion captures us within emotion swell, while comets flash and confuse the wild sky. Do we make decisions intellectually or emotionally? Venus will talk to the moon about that in our story. Yet, soft and warm, the night caresses us in its own way, with its gentle darkness and quiet stillness. We beg her to yield her dearest secrets, to reveal the full truth of what lies behind, as Shelley inquired. Much we already know from twilight dreams and from universal poems unveiling truth and beauty. But we ask within our deepest soul to know the mysteries of the universe, to find the causes, the significance, and the ways to live and love, think and feel. Above us, fires burn the stars away. Below us, the earth turns under our feet. Within us, unworded dreams haunt the soul. Around us, night pours blackness on the ground. So we ask from the rulers of the night, not immortality, nor youth, nor birth, as Shelley says, but only that we retain some cosmic presence within us, joining in its rhythm and resonance to live knowingly. Then we sense the sweep across our heartstrings, for we're undistracted by day's bright noise. Now, in a moment of awe, we appreciate the love and goodness that can be. Such is the intent of this book, the awakening of a wonder that grants the urge to enjoy life. After reading this book of life, I would hope that the reader would run right out and live it. Rising slowly from the cold, dark hollows where the night airs fell and soundly slept, the restless wind left her secret bower and, gaining strength, lovingly surrounded and caressed the willow trees which wavered and swooned in her wake, as she, that ever-curious spirit, flew by in a cool breeze from the west on her undulating wings and spread the incense of the morning to nature's world of growing and living things. She woke the flowers from their slumber by drinking from them their blanket of dew, then told the tales of the joyous forest to the birds, who soon carried them aloft. Thence into my ears, the songs of streams flowing freely, and stories of a glowing sky that promised many sunny hours to come, in the dreams of those who felt her passing. And so sleep was washed from languid eyes, as they sensed that new dawn arriving, as if some transparent veil had lifted. When she gently stirred the embers of the last watchfire and whispered softly to them that the stars had gone and day had begun. We sense anew the adventure of life. We enjoy it since we know it and love it. We do not merely live life, mind you, we are life. Such intellectual beauty returns, borne on birds' wings as song into the dawn. Imagination now soars past a day and into the season of spring's fast growth. The shade is deep and cool, like the ghost of winter passing gone but still remembered in the cool nights of spring. To be alive is the pinnacle of billions of years of evolution. We are the cosmos. Our view of life is changed forevermore. Where we are after our death is the same place we don't exist before our birth. The summer returns now, from spring's only kiss, causing the rose to bloom and mark its start, and its rising tides fill up the free spaces in our winter spirits, as we roam at ease, drink the sweets in every flower and feel the balm in every breeze. For we must thread the lovely web of life about us, drinking up deep draughts of life's delight. Life through consciousness is all there is. Fitzgerald's transmogrification of Omar's quatrains into Victorian English and his reordering of them into a Persian eclogue is primary among the rare conjunctions that made for the greatest poem in history. While writing, much more is drawn from the mind, for there is relative silence, with no starting gun, as in speaking, for it is in real time done. The muses sing of one's own depths, mind.